another crazy thing about you that people might not know is that you're a comedian.
Yeah, that's right.
You're a stand-up comedian.
Yeah, that's right.
Which is hilarious.
Before.
Yes,
Yeah.
but for you to be a world champion kickboxer and a stand-up comedian, that is a very unusual combination.
Yeah, that's right. Because my first dream, and that's still my dream today, is to become an actor, a comedian. And before I started combat sport, yeah, I was doing stand-up. I was in high school also. I was learning comedian stuff, acting. I really like it. And then come the combat sport, and then I started to improve myself to become more to fight. And then I stopped a little bit stand-up acting. But 3 months ago I played in a small movie, short movie in France. Yeah, I played. It's gonna go out in few weeks.
Now, when you do stand-up in Paris, are you working at comedy clubs? Like, do they have comedy clubs in Paris?
It's not in Paris. Comedy club in Bordeaux.
France? In Bordeaux?
Yeah. I was very young. I still young, but I was 18, 19.
And so Bordeaux has comedy clubs?
Yeah, it's comedy club.
And it's all obviously in French.
In French, of course. Yeah, not in English.
Right. Have you ever done comedy in English?
Never. Oh yes, one in. I think you can find it in YouTube. Is I was teaching people how to cook a great chicken. Yeah, I did that with glory. I was promoting my second fight against Nicky Holskin, and I was training in Belgium, Brussels, and I did it with glory. You can find it on YouTube.
So is that something you would think of doing once you retire from fighting?
Yeah, I really want to do it. That's my first way. That's what I really want to do in the top of my bottom in the top of my heart. That's what I want to become.
Yeah, because I read that if you had to choose between being a famous comedian or a famous fighter, you would choose to be a famous comedian.
Yeah, for sure.
Really?
Yeah, really.
But that's so crazy when you see how good you are at fighting.
Yeah, people doesn't believe me when I say that, but if I didn't find if kickboxing didn't found me, because I think I didn't found kickboxing found me. If kickboxing did never find me, I will follow my way in comedy stuff. Yeah, yeah, for sure. And so now I'm good in kickboxing, so I just follow myself.
Well, you're better than good.
Yeah. Thank you.
Now, how did kickboxing find you? You said it found you.
Because I was 16, so 10 years ago I was 16, and I was playing soccer. And I wasn't that good. I was just fast, fast, and in front of the goal I was falling. No, I wasn't that good, And one day my cousin just called me and he say, "Hey, in front of the house in the neighborhood there is a gym. Boxing is there." I thought that was boxing, like Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson. I said, yes, but so what? He said, "Yeah, let's go try. Maybe it's gonna be funny, I saw people goes out from there. They had how you call that?
Black eye.
Yeah, black eye. He says it should be funny. I said, "Okay, once we're gonna go there." So after my soccer training, I went there once. I tried, and I discovered that it was full contact with legs, with high kick, middle kick. It was a little bit strange, but I just train, getting better and better, and I like it. And
so immediately, like, you caught the bug.
yeah, immediately after my first training, I went there, and that my mother was against that. She said, no, I don't want you to fight. I don't want you to train boxing. I don't want any boxing in this house. I cried when she said that, because I really like full contact combat sport. So I cried when she told me that, and I was training, but she doesn't know that. She doesn't know that.
Oh.
No.
Secret.
Yeah, secret was secret.
How old were you when you had your first fight?
My first 17.
17.
Yeah,
So like
she
a year
didn't
later.
know. She didn't know. No.
So this was full contact or
Full contact.
okay,
Yeah.
so
I
which-
did maybe 3 years full contact, and then I
Yeah.
moved to kickboxing.
Let's explain to people don't know. Full contact is no leg kicks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Full contact is no low kicks.
Low kicks.
Yeah,
leg,
only
leg kicks.
yeah.
That's what I
Oh,
meant. Leg,
okay.
kick the legs. Yeah, low
Only
kicks.
middle
yeah.
kicks.
Yeah.
and,
You guys have different terminology. You guys call it low kick in England.
okay.
Yeah, we call it leg kicks.
Leg kicks.
Yeah,
so.
but low kicks is correct.
Yeah.
Low kicks is correct. So you just can't kick the legs, which is interesting because that's very effective, and you're very good at that.
Yeah.
That's a big part of your game
yeah,
right now.
Yeah. So, but I'm better in boxing. So because I start with full contact, and
Mhm.
it's a little bit similar than boxing. The way you move,
Mhm.
the way you fight, because no low kick, no leg kicks.
Right.
So yeah, it's a little bit similar as boxing. And when I was training full contact, I was watching a lot of Muhammad Ali. So
a lot of movement.
yeah, a lot of movement. So
Yeah.
I'm better in boxing when I fight kickboxing.
When did your mom find out?
After 1 year after my first fight, she was like, "Where was you?" I said, "No, I was in the soccer training." And she said, "Why do you have gloves?" I say, "Oh, sometime I go to watch boxing." And she say, "I told you I don't want you to watch and to fight." I say, "No, I don't. I know. I'm not training, just watching." She said, "No, I don't want it." And every day I just went to to train, and she doesn't see me with any black eye or things like that. So one day she was very, very tired, and I say, "Yeah, mom, listen, I went to the boxing training," and she was like, "Okay." And then the day after I went to the boxing training, she was like, "Okay." I think because she didn't see me with any black eyes, that's why she was scared first. I
Right.
think.
She didn't want you to get
Yeah,
hurt.
and then
Right.
she just accept the thing, because I make in French we call that forcing. I just I just went to the training like, fuck it, I like it, so I do it. And today,
What do you call it? What do you say in French?
forcing.
Forcing?
Yeah, forcing, like we just go. You don't care, if someone say don't do that. You
It's
just
like,
go.
fuck it.
Yeah, like fuck it. And let me show you a video
Okay.
of my mom. So it's very funny because sometimes I send her this video. I say, "Look at you, look at you. You didn't want me to fight first, and now look at you."
And now she's very excited.
Yeah. So
Well, I
it's
mean, she
funny.
must be happy that you're doing it now that you're world champion.
Yeah, she's
She gets to
very
watch you
happy.
on television.
Yeah, that's my motivation. My mom, for
Oh,
me.
that's beautiful.
Yeah, for me, it's everything. If I count through my stories, is amazing. My mom did everything for my sister and me.
Oh, look at your mom. Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible, man. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing.
And now she's like that. And
That's got to be so crazy. Imagine if you're a mother, you give birth to a boy, give birth to a child, and
Yeah.
then you grow that child, they raise that child, and then you watch that child become a world champion.
yeah.
That must be crazy.
It's
Your
crazy, yeah.
baby.
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
baby.
For her, yeah.
Fucking people up.
And she's like, and when I sometimes when I talk with my mother, I say, "Listen, I do my best in the gym. I train every day, harder than harder, to to knock people out, and I really hope that I will never get knocked out, because I don't want you to see me fall down.
Right.
I don't want her to feel this kind of emotion,
Sure,
because I just
sure.
want her to be happy that I won.
So you train very hard so
So
that she
that's
never
why I
has
train,
to.
yeah.
There it is. Oh, we're watching the video here.
Yeah.
That is an amazing video. For people to look at you strutting too. Look at your
And you know
mother.
the
Oh, that's
woman she's
beautiful.
hugging, she doesn't even know her. It's crazy.
Kickboxing is huge in Europe. I mean, it's
It's
very big.
It's
People,
very big.
I mean, I had Rico Verhoeven on, and we
Uh-huh.
discussed this, like how enormous kickboxing is in Holland and in Europe.
Yeah.
And in America, for whatever reason, it never caught on. I don't understand it. I've been a fan of Glory, and I've been trying to tell people about them for a long time.
I cannot blame USA for that because they legalize MMA, so MMA is just more attractive for people. You know, the
Hmm.
people who doesn't know shit about fighting, they just watch MMA. Is like, oh, two people are fighting. Yeah, that
Right.
is interesting. You know, kickboxing and like things like sport like Muay Thai, kickboxing. If you doesn't know the rules, it's kind of yeah. You just what and you don't understand. You don't understand. But MMA is more easy to understand. You know,
Yes, just a
people
fight.
just yeah, it's just a
Wild
fight
fight.
between
Yeah.
yeah two people. So I really don't know why kickboxing is not is not maybe at the same level as MMA in USA.
Well, what's crazy to me is boxing is very respected in the United States, and MMA is very respected. But one of the things that people like about MMA is stand up. They like the striking.
Yeah,
But the best striking is like glory
yeah,
or Muay Thai. Like the best elite kickboxers are the best strikers.
that's right. But I think people love the cage.
Mm-hmm.
People love the blood. So small gloves. You know
Mm.
that's what people like. People don't like how you say that knockdown. They
Mm-hmm.
like KO or nothing.
Right.
Yeah, they don't like the break and one, two, three. No, they like yeah, they like to see to watch KO. So that's what I think. That's what they prefer
Yeah.
MMA.
Well, is there a movement at all to try to get MMA, full MMA legalized in France?
I think in January it's gonna be okay.
So they're gonna have to allow strikes on the ground
Yeah,
though
yeah,
in
yeah.
France
Everything.
soon.
Soon in
Yeah.
January. Some
Oh, in
yeah, in
January.
January.
Oh, in
Yeah,
January. Oh, okay.
and I think UFC gonna come
So there'll probably
in
be a
France.
UFC in Paris.
Yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
okay.
I think so.
That sounds wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the more guys like you get involved in MMA, though, the more it complicates kickboxing, though, because like when elite fighters, world champions like yourself, make a jump to MMA, then people might look at kickboxing as a stepping stone instead of as a valid individual sport.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. But you mean when a guy step from kickboxing to MMA?
Yeah, that like maybe people won't care as much about kickboxing because they'll look at it as a stepping stone to MMA.
Yeah, yeah, of course. And yeah, yeah, that's right. That's what I wanna do also because I think for a guy from kickboxing to go in MMA, it's not really difficult for him if yeah if he learn the ground game.
And wrestling takedown
Yeah,
defense.
wrestle, takedown defense. If you learn that, it's gonna be yeah s- more simple than a guy who come from Muay Thai. You know, Muay Thai is really different like kickboxing. Kickboxing, when you fight in kickboxing, you move a lot already. You're not a standing target. You know,
Mm,
instead of Muay Thai, if you watch Muay Thai fight, they don't move a lot. You know, they
right.
stay still, and the fight is all about power kicks, power punches. So
Why do you think that's different? Because of the clinch, because of elbows and knees, like
because of the movement in MMA they stay still, and in kickboxing there is no there is no break. You know they just keep fighting one two
right.
three one two three one two three, and in Muay Thai it's more like one elbow
Mm,
knees, and yeah also but the clinch is good for MMA because then in MMA
yes.
yeah the
The tie clinch.
yeah
Yeah.
of course this is good for MMA.
Now, in France, is it easy to get wrestling? Do you get wrestling training?
I in France I get grappling training. I think here in USA you call that BJJ nogi. Yeah,
Brazilian jiu-jitsu,
yeah,
no-gi, yeah.
nogi. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's why I'm training in France. It's a
But
very
what
very
about
big thing.
takedowns or takedown defense, wrestling?
But this style of nogi training I get is a little bit different like as BJJ because we start on our feet
Uh-huh.
and we used to rest, and then after the takedown we continue.
Right.
So it's not like an Olympic wrestling,
Right.
but they call that luta libre. I don't know if
Okay.
you heard about it.
Yes. No, luta libre is what they call it in Brazil, but I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So in America, most Brazilian jiu-jitsu they start on the ground already. They'll start on the knees or something like that
uh
to avoid accidents. Because
yeah,
you got a class full of 40
yeah,
people
yeah,
rolling
yeah,
around together and they're trying to tackle each other and
yeah, yeah.
collide and people blow their knees out and things along those
That's
lines.
crazy.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm training in Paris. Very big team. The coach is Mehdi Otman. He's very good, and he say for the future I'm very 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 good. I learn fast. I learn very fast.
Of course, you're an elite athlete.
Yeah.
And then you did some training at AKA. Like when you are outside of camp, say like whenever your fight is scheduled, how much, what kind of training are you doing when you're not in camp? Are you mixing it up now and trying to do a lot of jiu-jitsu, a lot of BJJ?
When I'm not in camp, what I do, so my conditioning trainer Valentino Gargiulo, he follow me everywhere. He's with me today, and we just train strength, conditioning, because before that was my weakness, the condition.
Yeah.
I used to knock everybody out at the first round, so I never trained my condition. I never took it very serious because I used to knock people out at the first round. So when I did my first 5 round, I was like, wow, damn, the condition is so important. So that's why I'm training a lot, strength for sure, conditioning, and also when I'm not I don't have a fight, a kickboxing fight planned, I train BJJ, I train wrestling, MMA, and it's a completely different condition. It's crazy when you wrestle with a guy and then you get up and you're trying to strike.
You're exhausted.
Yeah.
Your arms are filled with blood.
You don't feel nothing.
Your
anymore.
legs.
Yeah, it's very crazy.
Now, what kind of strength and conditioning are you doing? And how often are you doing it? Like, say, if you're preparing for a fight, how many days a week do you do strength and conditioning?
When I'm preparing for a fight, every day.
Every day.
Every day. It's not, of course, it's not the same training, but every day I see Valentino and we train together. Yeah, every day. I train more conditioning and strength more than kickboxing.
Really?
Yeah, I don't have a trainer in kickboxing.
What?
Yeah, that's right.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
People doesn't believe me when I say that, but
You train yourself.
I train myself.
That's insane.
I have, of course, my friend in France who hold meets for me. For sure, I can hold meets for myself. He hold meets for me, and we just talk together. We just plan a game plan together for a fight. We just talk. I'm my own coach,
That is crazy.
I never
To
had
be
a coach.
at your level,
Yeah.
to be your own coach. You've never had a coach?
No, of course I had a
Guys who
first.
teach
yeah,
you.
he teach
Yeah.
me. After that, he couldn't teach me anymore because of his job. When I was young, and then I just moved from to countries to learn, and then came back in France, Paris, and I just trained myself.
That is insane. How
Yeah.
many world champions just train themselves?
I think nobody.
How do you do that? That sounds crazy. But why didn't you get another coach?
I don't know because I didn't find a coach who can. I don't know. Who can just teach me. I really don't know. That's a good question. I don't know why I didn't found a new coach. I don't know because
Have you thought about making any trips to Holland or to Thailand? or?
you know Bordeaux in France.
Sure.
Yeah. So I was raised there. That's where I started kickboxing. I started with full contact. Full contact.
Sure.
Rick Rufus was my
Yes.
first idol.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Rick,
wow.
I was watching Rick Rufus.
His brother
every
Duke
day.
is one of the big coaches in MMA.
Yeah, his
today.
name is his brother.
Duke Rufus.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a friend of mine. He's
Yeah?
great.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's out of Milwaukee. He has
Yeah.
Rufus Sport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when I started full contact, I was watching all the fight of Rick
Rick
Rufus.
Rufus,
Yeah.
the Jet.
Especially Rick Rufus against Rob Kaman was
Oh, yeah.
The first and the second was crazy.
Yeah.
Rick Rufus against Ernesto Oost, full
Mhm.
contact fight.
Yeah.
So after my first coach couldn't teach me anymore, I just flew to Amsterdam because of Kaman. In my mind I was thinking about where is the best kickboxer in the planet? Holland. So I went to Holland. Majero Gym was famous
Mhm.
because of Rob Kaman, because of Remy Bojanski.
Sure.
And I went to Majero Gym. I trained there maybe 2 years. I was flying Bordeaux, Amsterdam during 2 years. And the coach was Andre Manard.
Mhm.
He taught me a lot, I learned a lot there. And when I figured out that I couldn't learn anymore else in Medjugorje. I just went to Belgium because I met Samir Majoubi. He's a very, very great coach. For me, he's the best coach I never had.
Well, why wouldn't you spend your camps with him then?
Why?
Yeah.
Because we meet each other at an event in France, and then I saw one of his fighter. He was fighting, and then when I saw his technique, his condition, he was, his first round was looking the same at his fifth round. It was crazy, a very, very high level condition. His name is Mohamed Endouf. Was very crazy, and I say that's like this I want to fight.
Right.
He was so technical, and I say that's what like this I want to fight. I went to Belgium in Brussels, and I trained with him. Also 2 years I was driving Paris, Brussels, 2 years. During 2 years I trained with him, and that's with Samir that I won my first belt against Nicky Holsken. If you watch my fight before Nicky Holsken and the fight against Nicky Holsken, it's completely two different fighters.
So why don't you do your camps with him now?
Now, because he lives in Brussels.
Oh, because it's
I
too hard
live
to get to Brussels.
Yeah, it's too hard.
Yeah.
I can't anymore do that. So that's why I left Samir. But Samir is still in my corner when I fight.
Ah.
He just come, but I don't train anymore with Samir.
So there's no one in Paris?
No.
Or in Bordeaux that you can...
For me, the best trainer, the best school is in Brussels, the Queensberry gym. And I never found another team with that kind of level. So I cannot train with any coach, and I just train myself. My friend hold meets for me. I train with Valentino, the conditioning training.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it is more important than the kickboxing. Everybody know how to kickbox now. We know how to kickbox, but the difference will be make with the condition for me.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
There's a thought process that follows those lines in MMA, and it's Marv Marinovich and this guy Nick Curson, and they've only trained a few fighters, but they've had very high levels of success because of their conditioning. And what they say is that you already know how to fight. So just let's concentrate on the conditioning. Let's get your conditioning to a super high level, and that when you're fighting, you can just go.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I say every time when I give advices to people. They say, "What should I train? This technique." I say, "Listen. Between two fighters in the same level, the same experience, what's gonna make the difference? The condition in the fight. If you fight 1, 2, 3 rounds and then you fucked up, you're gonna lose the fight.
Right.
But if you fight 5 rounds and even if you're not good enough technically, you're gonna win the fight for sure,
because you don't get tired.
Yeah, that's right.